You're now listening to M.E.M.E. M.E.M.E. You're now listening to M.E.M.E. Yeah, yeah. M.E.M.E.
This is the Meme Podcast, where meme stands for music, movies, improvs, everyone must envy. Where we make memes on air. We're the only podcast that memeifies and discusses Black entertainment, past, present, and non-existent, that you need to love and respect for the purpose of you appreciating the culture more and us pushing the culture forward. I am Kim Joseph Jermaine Jackson.
And I am Hater Randy for the episode. The unappreciated, unrespected Randall Jackson.
Randolph
Jackson.
And we are the Supreme Meme Team. This is season 8, where we show you why we great. Meme number 92, part TRES, entitled The Jacksons, an American Nightmare. Hashtag
2+1.
Hashtag fuck around and meet Joe Black. Hashtag we need more control. Hashtag
say it, bro.
Hashtag Baja Fresh Forever. Inside joke. We'll get to that in segment 3. Hashtag there's little Michael Jackson. Yuck. Hashtag hot boxing with your man. Hashtag hot boxing with Jermaine. And we'll get into that segment 3. Hashtag
doing the most.
Hashtag Mr. Jermaine, fuck your brother's bitch Jackson. We'll get in that segment 3. So you can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Stitcher, and all podcast platforms. You're only getting season 8 and up on those platforms. If you want seasons 1 through 7, pre and post shows and other exclusive content, go to our Patreon page at www.patreon.com/theMEMEpodcast. That's THEMEME podcast. Donate, support, and become a meme or a memer. So before we get into it, this show is sponsored by Bobo's Cola. Rest in peace to Bobo's Cola, but they're still sponsoring the show.
So were we in talks with Pepsi?
No.
Oh.
They still owe Michael.
I thought they had a fire deal on the table.
So yeah, they still owe Michael. we don't rep Pepsi for what they did to the homie. So topics of discussion for today. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, go. Memories. It's been a minute. Memories. Used to be. They couldn't talk that day.
Oh my God.
All right. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, go. Memories like they used to be. Like they used to be. So yeah, second we'll go into memifying the Jacksons, an American Dream. And then lastly, word to the bad, the Greasy Conspiracy. And speaking of word to the bad, make sure you support the Lord Jermaine Jackson and his song Word to the Bad from the 90s or 1989. Was it 89? 89. Definitely go support Word to the Bad by Jermaine Jackson, which is a diss to Mike L, as we call him, Mike Jiggy.
And I was working on getting an address to send Baja Fresh coupons to them so they can continue on. We'll get to that later.
All right. So as you can see, Pheezus is still not with us after doing this show for 2 months. She's still out of commission.
I think after the 2 articles we read, she will be back for a couple of years. Very damning.
So if you go listen to part 2, if you go listen to part 2, we pretty much talk about why the power of Jermaine fuck your brother's bitch Jackson.
Hold Jackson.
how he his power is insurmountable.
Hey, that broke energy. Sometimes it beats abundance.
Yeah. So he sat Phases down.
Strong rival to abundance.
He sat Phases down, and she's still sitting. So I wasn't able to make it today, but I'll have something I want to read on her behalf in a minute. Also, rest in peace to Wally Draper and Mike Jiggy. If you don't know who Wally Draper is, that's who played Michael Jackson in part 3 of the 3-part series of the Jackson. He played like I said, I guess an 18-year-old Michael.
Yeah, 18 through 20 something.
Did a great job. So rest in power to Wally Draper. Yes. And of course, to the God, Mike Jiggy.
Word.
Before we get into it, I would like to read an apology letter from Phases. I'll speak on her behalf.
Power of attorney.
Yeah, because she's sitting. So in short, Phases would like to apologize to Jermaine Jackson for the slander, the disrespect, and everything that she has said throughout the years about him. So she would like to send her sincere apology to Jermaine Jackson and hopes to get back on the show and to get in his good graces. So he told me to tell y'all that.
And as you sit there reading that apology, I was sitting there thinking some shit that would get us totally canceled.
I don't want to do the show by myself.
It would just be spaces to play.
Right. So
I'll tell you off air.
Okay. Yeah, write that down. Because you'd be forgetting.
Yeah, it's very true.
So we can go ahead and get into segment 1. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, go. Memories like they used to be. Facts and backstories. Black stories. So if you haven't checked out part 1 or 2, let me run down the backstory in regards to, or the facts in regards to the Jacksons and American Dream. So it was a mini series that came on ABC back in the day in November of 1992. It is based on Katherine Jackson's My Family autobiography. It is a star-studded or a star-packed cast, and this is before they were famous. So we have Lawrence Hilton Jacob from Cooley High fame. Cochise. I still don't like how they punched him in the jaw and killed him.
Oh, did you know that What's Happening was supposed to be the Cooley High show? And there's actually a pilot for the Cooley High TV show that they changed it to What's Happening.
Didn't know that.
Shout out to Real Black YouTube channel.
Shout out to Real Black. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, he be having some gems. Forgotten gems.
Facts. I watched the one with TK Carter the other day. The way he's like a genie or some shit. Yeah, I'll show you that later. That shit was very set niggas back. Good 40 years.
Oh, it's like actually like, because he be doing interviews, and then he has the podcast, and then he does the like movies that pretty much haven't seen the light of day in like millions of years.
Yeah, he had like a 1980s like a TV show where it's like some goofy white guy who has like bad luck, and he's like the genie who comes in and makes everything cool or whatever. And then the first episode, I watched like 15 minutes of it. It got to a part where it's like, yeah, that shit won't fly today. It was like they're at some party and some nerdy white guy was trying to talk to some chick, and he was like, let me help him out. So he did something, and she came back, oh yeah, I want to dance with you. And I'm like, yeah, that's not gonna fly.
He said TK Carson was the genie?
Yeah. TK Carter.
Oh, I thought you said TK Carson.
No, not Living Single.
I'm thinking about the comedian.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kirkland. Is it TK?
No, not TK Kirkland. What was TK Carter in? He was like one of them dudes. He was either a principal or a teacher in some show. I can't think of what. Let me pull the picture up.
Yeah, let me see. Because I'm thinking the comedian. When you first said TK, I was like, oh, him. And then I was like, damn, he played a genie.
This thing.
Oh, nigga, that's Punky Brewster.
Oh yeah, there you go. Thank you. I kept seeing his face.
Hey, nigga, that's Milo from the first Saved by the Bell. Milo.
That never be. My bad, TK Carter.
Yeah, that's Punky Brewster and Saved by the Bell before Slater came through.
Slater.
Before that's when it was Miss.
Good Morning, Miss Bliss or whatever.
Yeah, Good Morning, Miss Bliss. Yeah, he was in there.
Hey, look, right there. Right there.
Nah, wait, hold on. Let me see that.
And that's the show I watched. Just Our Luck. That's the name of the shit.
Nah, fam. Nah. So we had Lawrence Hilton Jacob as Joseph Jackson. We had Angela Bassett as Katherine Jackson.
Hey, Auntie.
Yeah, this is pre Betty Shabazz. This is pre Tina Turner. This is pre Trey's mama and Boys in the Hood.
Pre burning up Benzes. Burning Benzes.
As Bernie.
Burning Benzes to Bernie.
So
burning Benzes.
That's a dozo. Bernie business.
Burning Benzes. Hey,
write that up. Yeah, write that up. This show's gonna be a smash. Burning business. You got a hit. So then we got Jason Weaver as the teenage Michael Jackson.
Simple 1.2.
And then we got Terrence Howard. Iron Man's man. Terrence Howard.
The one that made Iron Man.
Terrence Howard.
Who got paid more than Iron Man in the first one.
Yeah, he this was his debut. Then we had Holly Robinson Pete, who played Diana Ross. Oh yeah, Terrence Howard played Jackie Jackson. Holly Robinson Pete played Diana Ross.
From Hanging with Mr. Cooper.
Hanging with Mr. Cooper. Cooper. She was in En Vogue, right? En Vogue?
No, who was En Vogue? That was En Vogue sung the theme song.
No, who is? She was.
That's Dawn.
Oh yeah, it's Dawn.
There was Dawn. But she wasn't it. Oh, Tracy Dawn. She wasn't in that.
Oh, she wasn't a singer.
Yeah, she wasn't a singer.
I'm thinking she was a part of some group.
No, it didn't sing. And I was thinking about the other Mr. Cooper intro. Hey, go to Mr. Cooper, go to break it down.
I don't remember
Cooper.
That. I don't remember that. I just remember the En Vogue.
You ain't black enough.
You sound like Joe Byron. You sound like Joe Byron.
If you don't know that one, you ain't black.
Then you have Bumper Robinson.
Bumper
Robinson, who played a young Jackie.
Bumper Robinson from every sitcom.
Yes.
We can't name a particular one.
Then we had Monica Calhoun, who played Reby.
From Players Club.
Then you have Billy D. Williams,
Colt 45.
OG, from
Star Wars, Colt 45, Bingo Long Traveling All Stars, and
Bingo.
Motor King.
That's what I was thinking about.
Listen to Bingo and swing on.
Yeah, I need to watch that.
Yeah, we did a show on that.
We got Vanessa Lightskin Williams, L. Williams. Vanessa L. Williams. She plays Susan DePass. Then you had and she was in Soul Food and all that. Married to what is that, Fox? Rick Fox.
Oh yeah, Richard Fox. The original Grease guy. Jermaine stole the swag.
Nah, you can never get to those heights
with the Grease Jesus.
Grease, man. Then you got Margaret Avery, who played Suge Avery in Color Purple. She played Catherine's moms. And then you had Jermaine Jackson Jr., son of the Grease God.
The true Grease Jesus.
So he played Jermaine Jackson from birth till he was 20, and then they switched him to another dude.
So now, if Jermaine was more creative, he should have had his son play Tito or somebody.
Nah.
Give him some shine.
Legacy.
Legoosey.
So you have those inaccuracies?
Oh, yes. I do, sir.
So we'll get part 3 of the inaccuracies. You were I Want to Play Store last show.
Store. No, I'm not.
Candy, that's all you think about. Who's the contest? That's your fault.
I'm Randall today. Disrespected. All right. So for historical inaccuracies in the Jackson's American Dream miniseries, starting off with a fire one. So in the scene where Michael is seen shooting for the Pepsi commercial, which caused his scalp to catch fire, it shows his body rolling down the stairs. In fact, he actually walked down the stairs with his hair on fire and later realized and did a 1 rotation spin, 360, not the usual spin move he does, and shook his head wildly due to the pain. However, the realistic display of Michael's burning was not seen until the video leaked after Michael Jackson's June 25th, 2009 death. So they didn't drop that video after he died?
Yeah, because I remember that happening. Like when he died, then they tried to tie that into like his drug use, and that's when they threw that clip out there. I remember that vividly. Like, oh, now they want to play this, and then they're gonna try to slander his name and his character. Talking about the drugs.
Like it was his fault?
No, it's like, no, this is when he started taking the drugs, and this is when he got addicted because of the pain from this. So they were trying to tie the drug thing, that whole narrative with that.
Yeah, Pepsi really should be out of business right now.
Yeah, that's why I said we're not supporting them on the strength of what they did to the homie. They still owe the homie.
So yo,
big bucks,
bath salts. All right. So then we have in the scene where Catherine convinces Michael to partake in the victory tour. She gives Michael an emotional speech about family. However, in biographies on the family, Catherine practically begs Michael to take part in the tour, which he agrees to. Following the tour, Michael left the group in December 1984 to continue his solo career, with Marlon leaving the following month also. Okay. All right. So Marlon left to pursue a solo career. Yeah.
I need his album.
Yes, we need to find that one. Next show? Next.
No.
Okay. In part 2, the film indicates that Michael was recording Human Nature in the year 1983.
You know, if you know, Triller came out in 82.
However, in reality, the album Thriller is Rick Ross. With the song initially on it, was released in November 30th, 1982. So the album came out 8 days after you were born, sir. Because of Thriller energy. I see it.
Thriller energy.
Which makes it impossible for Michael to have recorded it in the year 1983. And that's the last one.
November 30th yet again. I remember you were saying that date.
And it's the day that this came out?
No, it came out like November the 18th or something like that. Because I remember you bringing it up and I was like, oh man, that's when E-Money Bags died and that's when Stretch got killed.
Oh, yes, it was. Yes, you're right.
So you mentioned that date on, I think, the last show. Like, Reby got married on November 30th or something like that.
Where have I seen that at? We'll do some research on that.
All right.
I should have finished listening to that last episode. I was had 45 minutes left.
Got you. So those are all the inaccuracies?
That's all the inaccuracies.
All right. So we can go ahead and get into segment 2. Memifying the Jacksons, an American Dream.
Speak on it.
All right. So we open up with part 3 with Dancing Machine.
Shout out to Wiley. They were killing those dance moves. So that's why I say he is the best Michael Jackson impression I've seen. Was smoking the dance moves.
Yes.
Continue.
No, I just opened it up. That's what it opened with.
So it opens up with the dance machine sequence in which Michael interrupts the fire dance routine to say that he's tired of singing the same old songs and he needs new material. Into which Marlon turns into to Malcolm X and they want to tell us about the Black history, talk about how Stevie and Marvin took over the music and I guess somehow got their own public. I don't know what the fuck he said. So
even though it was monumental, how we need to own our own. You disregarded what the brother was saying. Pro Black Marlon.
I like his tone.
It was too strong for you.
Yeah. He was yelling for no reason. like Marvin. Like, all right, bro. Yeah, cool.
He was passionate. He was like, shit. Sam, he died, but Sam owned his masters.
Just Sam ran the right. Sam had his own record company. See, this shit we talking about Sam. We're talking about Burry and talking about goddamn Marvin and shit. Let's talk about Sam, nigga. Sam was really getting it in. But so then, Iron Mind over here sit back. Hey, Jermaine, let's call your daddy.
And who, Joe?
Joseph.
Joseph ain't gonna do nothing.
Like, he is your father-in-law. And then Jermaine, group is one thing, family is another.
It's a boing boing.
He should play Sammy Davis.
No, he shouldn't. That's disrespect.
So we discussed this part here. I thought that Jackie had a reasonable request. Hey, talk to your father-in-law. Just say, hey, I want to write a song too. I'm pretty good. To which Jermaine just says, nigga, I don't feel like picking up the phone to call my dad. Nigga, you do it.
That's what you need. If you want to talk to him, talk to him.
Well, I want to talk to him.
But he ain't gonna want to listen. He ain't gonna want to listen.
But actually, no, I take that back. Right there, that shows that Jackie didn't have the business mind or the tact to even speak to Barry Gordy.
He had the balls.
He had the ball. He had the voice. He had the voice. So he will talk to him. He won't say shit right. So actually, Jackie was right. He said, "Hey, I already know I can't talk to niggas. You go talk to that nigga." So Jermaine didn't look out for the group. He was already trying to leave back then. So that was showing right there. He wanted out.
He was plotting and planning.
I'm not talking to him. Like, I'm working on my. He was being flashed right there.
Working on my deal. You fucking that up.
Yeah.
Y'all keep doing these bubblegum songs.
He's like, oh, y'all niggas ain't write your own songs. Shame on y'all. I got 2 albums in the cut already.
Yeah.
Let's get serious.
Wait until you hear it.
Y'all niggas need to get serious like me. Word to the bag.
Michael, I don't give a fuck what you doing.
This shit ain't off the wall.
So, what if Michael already knew what was going on in the back end, being that he was close to Barry Gordy?
What do you mean, like he already
like he already was hearing what Jermaine was doing? Like, even though Jermaine married into the family, Michael had a closer relationship with Barry. So Michael getting like backdoor information, like, yeah, your brother back here doing got some albums in the cut, but you want to hear some of the
shit. So he stole off the wall from Jermaine and shit.
No, because Jermaine is not on that level.
He said it went off the wall. He'd be on the couch.
Yes. So yeah. So then we go to Michael's self-sabotaging
with his face.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not gonna touch that shit. Keep your hands off your goddamn face. A. B. Wash your goddamn hands if you're gonna touch your goddamn face. Tomorrow, another one. Another one. Yeah, your face is fucked up, Mike.
It wasn't fucked up. Let's be respectful. It wasn't fucked up.
Well, he felt it was fucked up, so I was agreeing with him because they keep touching your goddamn face.
No, his face just had acne. He just had some acne.
Well, that's what I meant. Fucked up with acne. So.
Wait, you said his face was fucked up. His face was fucked up. There's levels to it.
Well, that was a giant ass pimple on his face when he was doing Dance Machine. That was a big ass fucking pimple. But yeah, you can't touch the shit. And then you asked a great question earlier.
What'd I say?
He said in the theory, he said, "You been using the medicine the doctor gave you? What kind of medicine was it?" You're doing like a prescription for sea breeze and shit.
Sea breeze. I ain't heard that name in a while. I don't have acne, but shit. Yeah, nigga, my face was burning like a motherfucker.
Your face dry as fuck. What about your face breaking out? Your shit dry to bitch. All your pores are clogged.
Nigga, I can feel all of the wind with sea breeze. It's cold as fuck in here.
Nigga, 64.
Nigga, it's 100 degrees outside, boy. It's cold as a bitch. They should open up all your pores. Shout out to Sea Breeze. I used to douse my face with the Sea Breeze because I had so much grease in my hair, goddamn.
He said douse.
Shout out to Sea Breeze.
Sponsor?
No. Boba Cola. I don't need Sea Breeze. I don't even think they make Sea Breeze.
You need Boba Cola either.
Pay a respect, nigga. Pay a respect.
The Boba was bought out by Pepsi.
the name just shows they weren't gonna go far. Some Bobo's Cola. Go start getting me some Bobos. It don't sound right. It doesn't have a dope ring to it.
Hey, neither does a Fago, but that shit popping in the
Who?
Fago.
Let's not talk about niggas in the hood. It's a disconnect. Niggas is eating niggas is eating wings from Taco Bell. Niggas is eating wings from Taco Bell. What the fuck you talking about? Let's not talk about the hood.
You go get some like fresh. Oh, shit.
Oh man. So Catherine with the ha jokes with Michael. Michael is definitely going into a deep state of depression. And Catherine with the jokes.
Well, if you're 10 years behind, then that means you won't move till you're 20. Bitch, I can do math.
Well, technically, Jackie didn't leave till 28, so
So you
there's
be
some
like
truth to
Jack. You be like Jackie.
that. So she coming with the jokey jokes.
Jackie's still here.
Technically. So yeah, so she coming with the jokey jokes, causing Michael to spiral further downward into depression, and his self-image was shattered. So Catherine didn't really help. So then Michael hit.
We knew that joke is the reason why Mike didn't fuck with the family afterwards.
Like, man, you know what? I'm about to show them.
Yeah, I'm sure what the real victory is. Throw the real victory tour, nigga.
So yeah, so that's when Michael Jackson hit her with the my fans come to my face and say, "Hey, that's little Michael Jackson." Yuck.
No, yeah, put the extra. Yuck. that K was very
strong.
Yeah.
How your fans coming to your face?
Pause.
I said coming to your face.
I think it's coming to your face.
Not into. To.
Oh shit. that would help with your acne.
See Breeze out of business, bud.
Celebrities, don't let fans come in your face. Sorry, continue.
No, you go ahead.
So yeah, so I have a question. Is the fan who walked up to Michael Jackson and did that to him still alive today? I want him to come forward and explain himself. Like, why would you look at Michael Jackson's face? The nigga made ABC. The nigga made Got to Be There. Looking through the window, he called that nigga yuck. You ugly nigga. That's fucked up.
I don't think
we are lucky to have gotten off the wall in Thriller. What that nigga would stay in this room for the rest of his fucking life?
Or did that fuel off the wall in Thriller?
Yeah, could have fueled, yes. So thank you, Michael.
So what if everybody was like, "Oh man, you're a dog, man. You're so handsome, boy. You look great. You look great. You look good." Would he have been like arrogant and like stuck up, and we wouldn't have got off the wall in Thriller? If people were saying, "Oh man, he's so beautiful. He's like a prince," would he have gotten not a prince, a king, a king?
I was. No, I think he'll be Jermaine.
The pain will definitely go to his head.
They will go to his head.
We wouldn't have got off the wall.
Off the wall Thriller. We probably got a Let's Get Serious out. Maybe a Word to the Bad, but not a off the wall or Thriller. So
the jokes from Karen, the disrespectful ass fans, Joe's terror, meet Joe Black's terror.
Jackie slapping the back of the head with the headphones on.
Mm-hmm.
That was very nice. You got Tito snitching, Jermaine snitching.
So the fuel, and then him seeing his brothers and sisters getting married, leaving the house. Joe lying on him. Oh, Michael said this was a great idea. I'm doing Vegas.
Bitch. He's upstairs like, what the fuck?
So
he said that shit. Michael's gonna do. What the fuck?
I ain't say that shit. So that all fueled off the wall and Trilla. So then they're at the pool, towels everywhere.
Did he pick them up?
So then they're talking about or Joe Black.
I mean, Joe Black come through. Oh, let's talk about this. You go back and watch the scene again. The nigga said his whole spiel as he was walking up to them, and he got to him. He's like, "I need to talk to you guys." Like, what the fuck? He already told us back there. He's like, "Oh yeah, Epic's ready to sign this deal right now. I'm ready to talk to you guys about the contract." It's like, okay, it's about Epic. You already said the shit, so just say the shit, nigga. Fuck out of here. So he goes there with the contracts. Michael's sitting there looking goofy as fuck, talking about, "Oh, Motown has trained us and prepared us for where we are." Nigga, 10 minutes ago, you were talking about goddamn time to sing a dance machine and shit. And now I give you opportunity. You like, man, I wouldn't do that shit. Niggas ask for shit and don't really want the shit.
Right, just be talking. Sound good.
Don't shoot the breeze about it when you can be about it. Joe was about it.
Word. Expansion. Vision.
No, I'm sorry. It was the show in Vegas. When they met by the pool, the show in Vegas.
Yeah.
No.
Because he was like, you guys liked it, right?
No, it was that big deal. He said y'all liked the show in Vegas. Yeah.
So, as always, Joe's always thinking to the next level. We need to expand. We don't need Motown. They just getting money off of us.
You know, I thought about it. That's why Mike was mad when he was sitting there. He said what he said. Because remember last time we saw, we talked about the Vegas show. That's when he lied on Mike.
Oh, yeah.
So that's why he was like, yeah, the Motown, yeah, nigga, you a lying ass nigga, fuck you, nigga. With that bullshit ass Vegas deal. And now you got Randy in the group and shit.
So Michael is trying to defend Motown. And Joe's like, hey man, we need to take the training wheels off, bud. We the Jacksons, bud.
They can hold a candle to Donny Osmond.
And then they all jumped on Michael. You said it yourself, Michael. We need more control.
Say it, bro.
So yeah.
Pro black Marlon over there.
So then Michael.
Think about this for a second.
These niggas is right.
I did say that 10 minutes ago.
But I want to do this because I'm about to drop off the wall. They're fucking up my plans.
Yeah. Facts.
So we had that. So I said Michael was fighting the trilogy demons.
The trilogy demons.
Yeah, because he was like, "Damn, bud, I got all this music in me, bud. I'm tired of rocking with y'all, bro, y'all niggas."
Oh, so let's. I was going to address it, but you brought it up. Let's address it.
Mm-hmm.
If you know your, if you go through your YouTube rabbit holes, you'll know about a certain spirit that they talk about when it relates to music. They say Eminem dealt with it. Jay-Z.
Oh, Raymond.
Oh, Raymond. Yes.
Oh, Raymond.
Do you think?
Not Usher.
Yeah. Do you think Raymond was fucking with Mikey and shit?
Pre-stages.
Yeah.
Because he was like battling like back and forth. He was like, "Damn, I don't want to do this shit with the bros no more. I've advanced, boy. You see my writing skills, boy. I hear music differently, boy. I'm on a whole nother planet, boy. I ain't trying to sing this shit with y'all."
Now, shout out to That's What You Get for Being Polite off the second Jackson album. That was the Destiny album.
Which one is that?
That's the one with
Can You Feel It and all that?
Yeah. No, wait. No, Can You Feel It was on the Victory album. Oh, Shake Your Body Down to the Ground.
Dance and shout. Shake your body down to the ground. Who wrote that hoe?
Mike and Randy. And then Mike wrote That's What You Get for Being Polite. One of my favorite Jackson songs.
So then we see the scene where Jermaine pulled up to go meet with Joe Black.
In the dark.
Yup. Signing contract, bud.
What look like Satan in that bitch.
Hey, sign a contract. Your brother's already signed. We just need you.
I will get my attorney. Like what? What was it again? Attorney. What? Attorney. Nigga, what?
So yeah, he said he lawyered up.
Called Johnny Cochran on the whole niggas. Nigga, deals a week, nigga. So then that's when Joe hit him with that it's my blood running through your veins, not Barry Gordy's. To which Jermaine turned around and skipped out.
He cleared up his breathing. He loosened some of that mucus in his chest.
Oh, thanks.
I'm lawyered up. I'll see you in court.
Whatever you want to do now.
So he was scared to tell Barry he wanted to leave because he think he was gonna lose Hazel.
So let's talk about every time we see Jermaine with Hazel when he's in distress mode. He does the same motion. It's driving me nuts. And he like slams his hand against the wall and shit, like half-assly. And then Hazel at the
weak nigga.
I still talk to my father. You know, nothing's gonna change. I'm still your wife. Oh, Hazel! Oh my God, you're just amazing. Like this.
Did he have to get on top of her to say all that?
He really did. It didn't the last time I watched that scene, I didn't watch him. I was watching her to see she was holding her breath. And I thought she spoke on that part, but she didn't speak after that. So in my mind, she held her breath for a good 45 seconds while that nigga did that long ass monologue of 2 sentences.
So Jermaine thought he was gonna outdo Michael with outdo Michael's Off the Wall and Triller, because if he would have signed the contract, then we had to continue the tour with the homies. But he was like, "Nah, I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna do this solo, and I'm about to be the star on Motown. I'm about to resurrect Motown, bye."
Yeah, Marvin, move out the way. Stevie, fuck you. Smokey, smoke who? Bitch is German. It's German. Where your hoes?
Yeah,
I'm trying to hold him. Don't tell Hazel.
I got Hazel in the cut.
You know what it is.
So he thought he was about to smoke Mike's boots.
And then Mike was like, "Oh, you got Hazel? Nigga, I got Quincy." Oh, fuck! She actually works in the studio.
Stevie's producing your album? I think not.
You better fuck around and go get what's goddamn Norman Whitfield, all the niggas. Still not enough. Got QNC. Ain't enough. Oh, you got Whitney on your album? No, that's cool. Don't need it.
I don't need Whitney. It's just me.
Just me. Me and Paul.
Yeah.
Me and the Beatles.
Yeah. See if you can pull that off.
No, he can't. He couldn't do it.
So Jermaine pretty much told Joe Black to shove the contract in his ass. Got confidence
sideways, bitch.
got his confidence from Hazel, and then Mike tried to do the spin move on him.
So Mike went there and gave him the same speech that Catherine gave him later on. I'm just asking you to sing with us. Come on, bro. Like, hey, and so this is what pissed me off. If I'm not signing the contract, I'm not going to New York with you. I'm not sitting in a press conference with you. I'm not getting on stage with you and singing with you. You know what that does? It pressures me to sign with your motherfucking ass. So no, nigga, I ain't going. And
it also gives off the impression that you have signed it.
So,
now Barry looking at you sideways. He got his shooters coming after you.
Yeah. Smokey had the gat on him. Shit.
Smoking that wine, wasting your time. Smoking that dude, giving up hope, gang banging, gang banging.
He can think about it. He went through this shit already.
Yeah, he just gave me out a message. He's like, "Hey, this is what I live. This is what I live, boy. I seen it." Somebody said that's like they said he had did some. He got in trouble with the law and had that's for community service.
Yeah. He can do it. At least we'll solve that album shit. That'd be disastrous. Remote town. No, but goddamn, I don't know why Michael used that angle to try to get Jermaine to go with him. But Jermaine's a real nigga. He stayed solid. He said, "Fuck y'all niggas. I'm gonna sit on the beach and cry."
Without Hazel.
Tears of joy.
So did Michael sign the contract?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's why he went over the Epic.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. So Michael, what if that was a move to keep Jermaine close because he already had Off the Wall in the Tuck. He already heard the garbage that Jermaine was producing at Motown. So it was a strategy move. Like, go ahead, let's sign these papers so I can get your motherfucking ass on Epic. That'll destroy your Motown album.
Or he heard the album. He's like, you know what? I'm pretend like I'm fucking. Your mom's told me I gotta go get you. So hey, come on, bro. Really keep your motherfucking ass Motown. I'm gonna smoke your boots regardless, nigga. I heard that bullshit you coming out with. Shit ass.
I'm trying to help you.
Matter of fact, you know, Randy got it. Fuck you, nigga.
So yeah, is this when Katie was trying to keep Michael tied down with his brothers?
No, that was later on after he got burned up.
No, it was the same before. Remember when?
When he was doing
Human Nature.
Yeah.
So yeah, he was he already had a fucking zoo in the front yard and shit. He had a giraffe and a tiger and a goddamn whatever. A lot of exotic animals.
Wait, it did jump out of nowhere to a Human Nature, didn't it?
Yeah.
That was a weird transition. They just skipped 3 albums and shit. Just get 3 albums and a Michael Jackson album.
So,
it did put the wrong year in that bitch.
Right. So yeah, so Katie is trying to persuade Michael to join his brothers and do a tour. And Mike's like, "Hey man, I want to do my own music. I don't even want to do no, you know, you hear what I just put out?
Nigga, did you hear Off the Wall, nigga?
Yeah, I ain't even gonna get in the Triller, goddamn.
That's Off the Wall.
Yeah,
first single,
hands down.
First single,
hands down.
Rock with you.
What are we talking?
Rock with you.
What are we talking?
Working day and night.
What are we talking?
Girlfriend.
What are we talking?
Gonna tell your boyfriend, yeah, nigga.
I ain't even gonna hit you with PYT, goddammit. You just heard me in the back singing in Human Nature and shit.
You want to be starting something? Maybe? No? Okay.
I don't want to sing with these niggas.
Girls Mind? They got one of those?
Beatles?
Beatles? No? Okay.
No, yeah. Fuck you talking about?
I'll go tour with it.
So it's like, why would I want to go to tour with them? Look at these numbers I'm putting up.
Yeah,
I got played on MTV. What the fuck you talking about?
I put niggas on MTV. You want to see with these niggas? Fuck that nigga.
These old shoe up head ass niggas.
And you're Let's Get Serious album, nigga? Seriously. Seriously. Come on. Katie. Katie.
Beach bums. I don't want to say with these beach bums. So yeah, so Katie trying to hold Michael down. So he's still fighting with his Triller demons. He's trying to emerge like the Phoenix. So yeah. So he trying to rise up, and they trying to keep bringing him down, boy. They keep bringing him down, boy. Come on, just do a show with your brothers. Come on.
That what family do?
Nah. Hey, they got to make it on their own.
Yeah.
So then
you get by fresh on your own.
Segment 3 coming. So Joseph cheating. That was the next scene.
Okay, so
game weak as fuck.
So I didn't see this shit till like years later, and I remember this. I remember as a kid, I never saw that nigga standing in the background looking goofy in the bitch. So I'm not saying I'm an expert on cheating or anything. I'm just a very observant human being. So, gentlemen, first off, don't have the hose call the house. Second of all, don't have your hose call the house and hang up. Third of all, give them a script or something. So if you hear a woman's voice, yes, I'm calling about your service or your cable. You had to get your cable.
Extended warranty.
Extended warranty. Not that fucking hard. And then you, nigga, if the phone rings and you think it's your chick, don't just stand there and look goofy.
And then pop out of nowhere. Hey, hello, who's that?
Who's that? Who?
Did they hang up?
Again? Third time today? Okay. Makes you look obvious. Just saying. So boom. He got out of that one somehow. Some way. And that's when he was like, oh yeah, Michael says he's not going on tour. And then he went mad. So that she should have known. Oh yeah, he's like, yeah, I ain't going. Oh no, he said he wasn't going.
He wasn't going to the
tour.
She was like, yeah, I got a meeting. You got a meeting today. You about to get ready? He was like, nah, I ain't gonna go. I don't feel good. Before she said I was feel good. They work day and night.
You know the manager of the hospital. He was tired too.
So he no longer with them niggas.
Hey, dude, why the niggas left you? You got your ass on that goddamn bus, nigga. Come on, get your ass on limo. But so yeah, he go out there and talk to the rest of the group. Say, hey, yeah, you doing all this shit. You read that shit?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm happy. Y'all got to go out there for the next couple of days. I'll be back out like on Tuesday or something like that. And I was ready to come out there with his goddamn his sheer ass shirt on and shit.
Sheer.
Singing, and I was a nigga screaming out top of his goddamn lungs and shit like his throat ain't hurt and shit. But get in the car, baby.
I'm just thinking. Just think about a sweetheart. Just think about a new life. Just think about a good time. Think about my baby.
Get in the car,
baby.
Oh, that's when your boy Iron Man got a little line off and shit. Talking about I was like, wait, Michael coming? Like, whoever sees Michael. That's when what you call it, like, oh, need a pump to see her own little brother. With a gas cowboy hat on and shit. So
howdy, Pee Wee.
was channeling Lawrence. It's channeling the bird.
Larry. It was Larry at the time.
Oh yeah, it was Larry. Larry first bird and shit.
So yeah, so he go back in the house, tiptoe back in the house.
Oh, ring it off the hook.
You ain't got your bitch in check.
Exactly, bitch, call us. I will call you back. I get it's you.
Yeah.
And nothing you got to talk about that goddamn important. And then you better call me like, hey, we got $1 million deal on the table. Hey, we just go get this money, nigga. That's the only reason you call my house that many goddamn times. And then you call my goddamn house, and the next thing we talk about his money order. Did you get my money order?
$80.
Like, so you got the money order. Why the fuck you keep calling me, nigga? Shit.
Did you get it?
That's why they got mad. Like, shit, bitch. Shit. I'm gonna pay you not to call my goddamn house. Shit. So anyway, I jumped ahead. So nigga walked back in the house and the phone ring again.
Tiptoed back in the house.
And the phone ring again. He looking.
Katie?
And they did a whole goddamn ninja front flip into the goddamn couch and just trying to grab a pillow and shit.
Katie?
Hey, you want to run the store, give me some ice cream? And the Katie was bullshit. She was like, we already got ice cream.
And we like, hey, goddamn pint of that shit, bro.
And then the scramble, he's like, fuck. I would pick it.
Yeah. She's like, we got that in there too.
Fuck. Bitch.
Hey, he hit her with the, just go give me some ice cream. He hit her with the, just go give me some ice cream. Shit. He didn't even ask politely after that. He was like,
I talked to my hoes, nigga. Goddamn, get the hit.
Leave. Leave.
Please. Shit, you been here all day. Shit, get a life. Shit. You learn to drive.
Shit, just go to the stove. Shit.
You go see your mom. Shit, God damn. Go on tour with the boys now. Shit, go. You've been begging your whole goddamn life. Go get it.
Got some peace.
A piece of pussy.
So he's like, hey, just go get me some ice cream. She was like, okay.
Oh, I'm a loving wife. How you do this? Just learned to drive yesterday. Make it to the store.
So she hit the block.
Wait, he had to learn to drive just for this moment.
Ain't drive the whole series, man. So she hit the block, and then the goddamn.
She hit the front door. Nigga. She was called back again. Goddamn, bitch! I will call you back. The signal is ring twice, hang up. I call you back. You don't call me back. I got your number. I know who you are, bitch. This is why niggas get caught up. The goofy ass bitches do goofy ass shit like this.
Oh boy.
No, wait. Also, there's one other. It's not a mistake, but it's just stupid shit to me. Why was there a phone at the guard shack?
Connected to the same
line. Same line inside the house. Who does the security guy got to talk to? That Joe got to talk to. 2 lines. 2 separate lines.
And then like the guard shack is like right in front of the house. Like that should be like way down the block.
Yeah, nigga.
Will somebody just pull up and just start?
Oh shit, that's right there.
Right.
Maybe we should have moved this guard shack.
Right.
Moved up a little bit. Bad engineering. Bad architecture, sorry. So yeah, so she walked, well, I ain't gonna be funny. She strolls outside. I'll say something else. And then the phone rings again, of course. Then she gets the inkling to, hey, let me see if somebody's actually on this phone. So she picks up the phone and she didn't hit mute. She just put her hand over the thing and Joe heard none of that shit.
Yeah, they goddamn birds was loud as fuck.
Yeah.
Michael Giraffe and then goddamn he on and shit.
Like 17 lions roaring and goddamn a fountain in the background and shit. Goddamn flamingos and shit. Like nothing, pure silence. Okay, cool. So she listened.
Fuck? Who got that goddamn phone? That nigga hang up that phone.
Jackie.
Who on that line in the guard shack? Hang that shit up.
So I should have. Well, the closed caption on YouTube is fucking trash. Cause I wanted to actually hear what he was saying and what she was saying on that phone call. Cause I remember it was like,
"Did you get it?
The money? Did you get it?" All right. Then she walking in. I heard her. And then so she throwing mints and shit at the nigga.
You hear them slaps, nigga.
Like, goddamn. He slapped up like 4 times and shit. So I find that scene funny too. Katie is obviously not stronger than Joseph. Katie also has a disability. So kudos to Joseph for just allowing that shit to happen. Because he really be like, get off. It's your flew out the goddamn room.
Yeah, because the way he threw Reby against that wall, boy. Let's not forget.
Always remember.
Reby almost got put through that wall.
Real stronger plywood back in the day. Well, plywood, drywall. Strong drywall. That now she would have been like 2 rooms over.
Like goddamn
Terminator shit.
Like damn, did Hulk hit you, nigga? Did you hear what Joe said?
What?
He said it must have been someone else's line.
You gotta vote right now, nigga. You gotta vote right now. I can see you. I can hear her. I can hear her right now.
He said it must have been somebody else's line. Nigga, the line in the guard shack, it matches the phone throughout this entire house.
You were too cheap to get 2 lines. So you fucked up.
$15 extra $15 a month.
Save your marriage.
They want to pay $15, but you got $15 million in the bank.
And now your life fucked up. Yeah. You ever look at Goofy? The damn should put that $15. And who put that phone in the car shack?
Michael.
So she slaps him up and gives him the business, and then auditions for the Tina Turner role at that moment.
Mm-hmm.
No, she had auditioned for the Bernie role.
Mm-hmm.
You was a liar, and you was a cheat, and I don't want you. No, I don't want you. I don't want you. I don't want you. I don't want you. And it just so happens there have to be a picture of Katie and Joseph as a young couple standing right there. She grabs it and she smashes it.
No, let's not forget she hit him with a line that he said like 40 years ago.
Trust me, Katie. I wouldn't do anything to hurt you. Damn bitch, remember that shit? 40 years ago. The bitch was 4 decades ago. Grow up.
Know who that sound like?
Jimmy get his core cracked.
No, I said you know who that sound like. Segment 3. Probably why they was calling off the hook.
Trying to get serious.
He said he was wearing it out. Can't handle me.
No block can't hold me. The neighborhood can't hold me.
So Katie bounces, hops in a whip. What'd you say?
Hops in the whip, Tokyo drifted out. And then Michael came out with his goddamn Asian garb on.
The finest of the Last Dragon wardrobe.
It's the retro Last Dragon.
Blood on the bloodiest.
The bloodiest of the silks. So he goes skipping out the house and shit. So finally, Michael makes his appearance out the house. Just so happens when his mom drives off.
Yeah,
peels off rather.
So you hear all this go down, but you didn't go in there and talk to them while they was in the midst of fighting.
Oh, we missed another scene. Maybe not the scene, missed another part before she got out of the house. After the argument, they show her in the room packing her clothes up and everything. Mm-hmm. Then she grabs her Bible and she puts the Bible in there. In my head, I'm thinking like, "Where's Joe at?" "Hey, baby, I'm sorry." You know,
he got back on the phone. He got back on the phone.
You'll come back over tonight? She about to leave like 10 minutes. It's like, yeah, it's a bed.
Hey, that money order, I need that back.
Like that. You don't need that no more. You moving in and shit.
No, I need that. Yeah, get these lawyer fees.
You think about the fire my Hey, come in and slow down.
Yeah, I need that money order back. Did you sign it? All right, they go ahead and hand it back over so I can endorse it. And go take it up to Quick Trip. Oh, this is 80s. Take it up to Exxon. No Win Dixies.
You take shit to Western Union.
Yeah, you couldn't do that shit at the grocery store back in those days.
Technology went bad back then.
Yeah, they weren't thinking about. They were just thinking about groceries.
Cash App. What was that?
Clothes.
They
Like sell no clothes in here.
Niggas barely had credit card machines.
Clothes.
You ain't paying cash.
Selling TVs. Selling TVs at the grocery store. Come on now. You go to Radio Shack for that.
Circuit City.
You don't mix the two. No vision. No vision. We're just gonna stay groceries. Okay.
We're gonna sell TVs that result. TVs next to these cross-color jeans. Vision. Got vision.
So Katie goes to the cabin with her mama.
Katie drove all the way back to Indiana.
The mama live in the woods.
Struggling.
And the mom was low key like, "Hey, you can't stay here."
Don't interrupt my peace with your problem.
Cause she was like, what was she was like? Yeah, Indiana's my heart. Like, nope, Cali is your heart.
Oh, night.
Is your heart, and it's time for you to go home and face the music.
He's like, you remember just how you remembered, trust me, Katie, I would never hurt you. Yeah, remember California. Same shit. You remember that, but you remember that? Yeah. Okay, all right.
Your heart is in Cali. Go on now.
Go on get it.
You fucking up the bread. Now going back to the house.
Yeah, she was low key trying to like, yeah, your family worried about you. Nobody know where you at. Then you like, oh, Reby knows where I'm at. So they just Reby tell him. All right.
Listen,
new strategy. All right.
As Javier said, respectfully.
Get the fuck out.
Respectfully. So she was like, yeah, Joe got the bread. You ain't about to see no bread if you stay with me. So you need to go on back up to the house, kiss and makeup, get back on the good foot.
Yeah, I'm gonna give $300 a month in these disability checks, and can't feed both of us with that. Sorry.
Go on back to the Joseph. He calling.
He calling me. And they calling me to come back to the streets. Look at that.
So she head back to the house.
Wearing all purple and shit, like she crowned up and shit. So she like she got a shockers a lot.
So she came back with a strategy. So Joseph sitting in the corner crying.
Be Joe Black. Be Joe Black in the same corner. He trying to get Jermaine to sign a contract.
No, he had that letter on him. So he so the first thing she says is like, "Where's Michael?" So that's like throughout that whole thing, he's like, "Where's Michael?"
Jackie, Jermaine, Tito,
Marlon,
Reby, Latoya, Randy, Janet, 8 other niggas.
Where's Michael?
Where's the breadwinner at?
He's gonna get us out the hood.
Yeah. Fuck them other niggas.
So
no. Let's say fuck Janet. Janet came back and surprised them niggas with control and shit.
Pleasure principle, bud.
Oh shit. We're about Mike. She was looking at Janet. Shit.
And she was in Good Times.
They knew, but they weren't paying attention.
Well, Michael broke barriers on MTV, so it's like that's a whole different stratosphere.
That's fair.
So yeah, just playing a sister in the hood on Good Times. It's like, that's cool.
And then her first 2 albums didn't do that well either. So you're right.
So, but they was doing better than everybody else's albums.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I didn't see what Jermaine did. I didn't see what Reby did either.
So yeah, so then she eased in there talking about, hey, how the tour, and he over there crying and shit.
I got this letter. Boys say they don't want me to be imaginable. Well, nigga, you kind of trash. Yeah, nigga, you've been there 20 years. Nigga. Let somebody else get in there.
Then he tell the story of the Stookie brothers and shit. How they came in and took over and shit. I just brought in some guys to help.
Stealing my boys away from me. Well, actually, Barry did that a long time ago, Joe. So, good things you pay attention now. But I want to hear more about these bad business deals. I think they're mainly talking about the Las Vegas deal and the Epic deal.
Mhm.
But how bad? No, they said Epic. No, the people on the Epic deal said the Motown deal was bullshit.
Mhm.
So I think
They always say that.
Yeah, the new niggas out there. Oh shit! What the fuck is this bullshit?
And they put them in the same contract.
The checks are still the same. Oh, the same? Lord, that kid, you ain't selling the same records.
Turn that down. We need to renegotiate right now.
2 cents a record. So there's 5 of us. 2 cents a record.
So yeah, he crying. And he lost his wife to the groupie.
He lost the cash cow. How you gonna pay? How you gonna send more money orders if you fired? He took his briefcase away.
They took my briefcase. I don't look important.
It's just a nigga with a curl.
There's plenty of them out here.
I need my boy. I need my briefcase.
I need my boys in my briefcase. And my bitch.
Boy, briefcases and bitches.
That's the second single, nigga. Oh man. So he wiping tears from his eyes, curl dripping.
Oh, tears of a cloud. He's smoking something about that one time.
Tears from a cloud. So he was like, yeah, the boys don't love me. Do you love me, Katie? Do you love me still?
No, nigga.
Fix your face.
Do your bitch love me? Ooh.
Death blow. So I don't know.
I don't know what I feel anymore.
Oh, you know?
Bitch, you been gone for 3 weeks. You been in the goddamn woods. You had time to think. What the fuck were you doing out there?
You fucking somebody else? So he's in her distress, supreme distress.
She chilling. She good now.
Yeah. So she came back with a vengeance. So now she the powerhouse. Now she doing deals and persuading niggas. So now we cut to Motown 25. Trying to get Mike L on board. So Susan DePaz is like, hey, I'm trying to put this together. Michael and Marvin ain't signing on. What's up? Can you talk to Michael? Like, hey, this your show. Why don't you talk to him?
And you see lazy ass Barry sit back, get feet all cocked up and shit.
Yeah, that's when you know you made it.
Yeah, facts. So he's like, so what you want to do? Oh, you go down there, let's talk to him. I'm just asking for a slow yes instead of a fast no. No. No, bitch. Yeah, bitch. Well, you go downstairs and tell him to come.
This your show.
Yeah.
For me. Why did I hire you? I pay you how much?
Skedaddle. He right downstairs. Him and Quincy.
Yeah, they making the firest album of the century.
Could have been on Motown.
But you know why? Your negotiation skills are trash. You didn't know the fucking you didn't know the goddamn national anthem. You skated by on that shit.
We let you make it. You got that one off. You got that shit off on the football field, on the baseball field. Goddamn.
And now you can't get Michael.
Get the show back up. And he fuck with me. Heavy. It shouldn't be that fucking hard.
Yeah, but you up here crying to me.
You know what? You fired. You can't get Michael. You can't get goddamn Michael Jackson before for me.
For me.
And I signed that nigga first.
Yeah, you the one. He fuck with you before he fuck with me. But you can't get him to fuck with you.
So why do I fuck with you? It's not making sense. What have I been doing for the last 25 years?
Yeah, you can't put a show together to pay homage. He got that. What you doing? So,
oh shit!
So he eventually went downstairs.
He got up and went down.
He's like,
fuck it. She's right downstairs.
Shit. So he went downstairs, talked to Michael, and Michael downstairs making Trailer by himself.
He making Thriller after already came out. he just thrown on that nigga. Let me show you how I did that shit.
Yeah.
Hey Barry, what's up? What shit?
He didn't even cut it off. Barry tried to talk over. Beat it.
He turned that shit up.
Yo, Barry was like at the door. He was like, Michael, who is it? He's like, it's me, Barry. Shout out to Dave Chappelle. So he cut that shit up on that nigga. Like, you hear this shit, boy? Motown ain't doing this.
Yeah, I think I heard Stevie last time. Shit was trash. I just called and say I love you. Fuck that shit.
What I did in 6 months with this album shatters 25 years of what y'all niggas did.
What's going on? I don't know. The Thriller.
What'd you say? I can't hear you.
You know drums, nigga?
Yeah, 9 Grammys. How many Grammys did he get? 30 Grammys?
Yeah. Nigga, best gospel album.
Huh? You want me to do what?
Best Latin American performance. Thriller.
You want me to do what? Huh? I can't hear you. Grammy Award winning music here.
Hello. You on the Grammy 2 years. Hello.
I heard this coming from Motown. You want me to do who?
You got more Grams on this album than your whole career, your whole label.
Off one album, nigga.
What the fuck you doing?
I couldn't get these on Motown, nigga. I was on Motown for 25 years, boy. I ain't got no Grammy. What you talking about?
Then they go to Epic to be Epic, nigga. Do you want some Motown? Or do you want some epic shit?
He got humbled quick.
You're right.
Yo.
Michael.
Respectfully. Could you do the show for me?
Me, Bird.
No,
Bird. It's me, Bird. Remember, yeah.
Hey, remember I showed you? Hey, do you see these knobs right there?
Yeah.
Remember I showed you.
EQ. EQ.
So the nigga said, so Barry tried to hit him with the psychology, even though he hit him with all this Grammy talk.
He went up there like, hey, Mike, how much does more cost?
We can't produce no sounds like this, bud. Why don't you show me how you did it? Please.
Really?
Please. We need it.
Which button did you turn?
The drums crisp.
Hit a little too hard there.
Oh man. So he started off the conversation like, well, Michael told him like he didn't want to do it because he tired of being on TV.
He said, man, I done made MTV. They created BT after I did this shit.
Saw what I did on the Wiz.
Yeah.
Nigga, where's my Grammys at? Huh? What'd you say? Huh? You see how you got damn Grammys, boy? I'm doing it.
So, respectfully, I was in the crowd. They don't need to see me.
Yeah, come on now. Shit, you got to pay me to come be on stage, nigga. What's up?
Baby.
And I'm gonna sit all the way in the back. Nigga, I ain't gonna be in the front. I'm gonna be in the back.
Away from the cameras and shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna be by the bathroom.
Sit with the real niggas.
I'm sitting from afar.
Sit with the rappers and shit.
So Barry hit him with the, if you do a show like this, it'll really put you into orbit. Nigga, what? Huh? Let me try to beat it back up, nigga. You hear that shit?
Nigga turn on one big sorry stuff. He needs some harder.
Orbit. Nigga, I'm beyond the orbit, nigga.
Nigga, is the bar putting this shit out? No. Rhythm of the Night? Not it. Not the same shit.
That bubblegum sound like that shit, but
All these love, nigga, all these hits, nigga.
Yeah, you hit a guitar and beat it, nigga. What you talking about? You see the video?
Video. Do you have videos, both?
Yeah, that nigga still dancing in the street like what's that movie? Goddamn John Travolta and shit.
Grease and shit. Grease.
Y'all niggas still do whopping in front of the burger shop.
Hey, that shit happened. He's like, let me go ahead and make Last Dragon to step up to catch up to Mike and shit.
Nah, still ain't catch up. Nigga, did you see the movie I just put out? Nigga, did you see Triller? Nigga, horror.
Nigga dropped the VHS yesterday, nigga.
Come on now.
Selling like hotcakes, nigga.
Yeah, come on now.
Fuck we doing right here.
Yeah, The Last Dragon. Nigga, we fucking with the occult. Nigga, what you talking about?
Nigga, drop a Moonwalker next week. Nigga, fuck we doing? Where'd you see the special effects on that bitch? Nigga, I got a goddamn spaceship look just like me, nigga. Fuck with
me. Boy. Yeah, I saw them effects on Last Dragon, boy. The glowing niggas glowing. Boy, my socks glow. In real life, nigga. What you talking about?
Was he pregnant? He glowing. You gotta wrap that up, B.
Nigga, I got diamonds on my gloves that glow harder than the goddamn Tamok, nigga. What you talking about?
He said the diamonds on my gloves glow harder than Tamok. That's a bar, nigga. Oh shit! Wow.
You see the socks I be wearing, nigga? Shit.
That was hard.
So yeah. So it said Trill about to put me past the orbit, nigga. What you talking about?
I'm already here, nigga. I'm already past the orbit, nigga. What you talking about?
Yeah. Doing a TV show. TV show. Nigga, I'm making many movies. On MTV, nigga. Is anybody on MTV?
You need niggas on MTV. Just me. Just me. Me and Lionel.
Dancing on silly. All night.
Oh shit.
That sound like Rhythm of the Night. No, Rhythm of the Night sound like Lionel.
Oh shit.
But you ain't producing nothing original, boy. Get out my face. Get the fuck out my studio. How you downstairs at Motown, but you on Epic? How you downstairs using Motown equipment, but you on Epic? This nigga disrespectful.
No nigga.
Playing shit loud. The people on the 8th floor can hear it. Goddamn beat it from the basement.
So, Barry's gonna be there. Let me rent the building.
Nigga should have that shit on full blast.
Oh, Mike, you mean the studio? No, the building.
I want this pumping through the speakers.
And
so then,
know where everybody come to work today. This album.
Ain't nobody producing hits like this. What the fuck you talking about?
Hey, get my streams up.
So then he flip flopped on the nigga. You know, I want you to be my father.
What would you my father?
You always on the ride. You always on the ride. Rowlets.
Do it, be my father. Mike, I just want you before. No, do it, be my father.
Be my father and give me a solo spot on the 25 show.
I'm a solo spot. Okay. We're going to sell like 55 more million records off this shit.
Yeah, let me go ahead and do my solo. So you said you talked about the book.
Okay, so in the book, Berry Gordy's To Be Loved, great autobiography. He broke down what happened. The original meeting that he had with Suzanne de Pass, he said that she left the meeting early because she was like, oh, I gotta go meet with Richard Pryor. And he was like, what the fuck? Richard Pryor? Oh yeah, go ahead, get him. But it's really because Richard Pryor was supposed to host the Motown 25.
Okay.
She came back, she was like, yeah, I got everybody except for the two people, Michael and Marvin.
Mm-hmm. Marvin Gaye, for those that don't know, for you young heads.
So Michael was downstairs, but Michael was working on a video. I think he was adding the audio to some video, and he was working with Quincy Jones. So Quincy Jones actually was down there when Barry went to go talk to him. He didn't really get into what was said, really. So I don't know if he really like. Sometimes I wish you were my. That's for like the
Hollywood shit.
Yeah, Hollywood shit. So he didn't really get into it really in depth. He just basically said the same thing. Like he felt he was too overexposed on TV. So that part was pretty much kind of accurate, except for the fact that Quincy was there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it may seem like Michael was down there just making a Triller by himself, playing all the instruments.
Quincy, yeah, he went involved.
No, it was just me. Just me.
He worked with Frank and shit. He was busy.
So then we go to the actual Billie Jean performance for the Motown 25. Nailed that hoe.
Killed that shit. Shout out to Wiley once again.
Yes, rest in peace, and shout out to the homie Wiley Draper.
This is where it gets interesting.
Go ahead.
Since we're of the, if we were like, well, you were 2 and I wasn't even born yet. I don't think when Motown 25 came out. I was just born. Mm-hmm. Did you see the Jacksons before you saw the original Motown 25 performance?
Yeah, I saw the Jacksons first. Because we didn't have internet back then, and they weren't just playing clips on TV randomly.
I was literally sitting here, and this is one thing I was thinking about, and it ties into section 3 about the articles we just read. Mm-hmm. A lot of my Jacksons knowledge and my Jacksons memories come from that movie, and never from the original Jacksons. Like I listened to the Jackson 5s like that, mm-hmm. So when I sang the songs, it was based off the miniseries. Mm-hmm. Motown 25 performance, I didn't see that shit till I was like grown, because mm-hmm. Back then they didn't have like the shit was just readily available on YouTube and shit.
Right.
So I didn't see that shit until like I was like in my teenage years or my adult years. And so after you seen it, didn't see it then. It's kind of like, well, I saw Wally do that shit back in '92 and shit. That was cool. So it's kind of interesting because it messes with the specialness of the moment, because you didn't even see you saw like a fabrication or the reenactment of it, mm-hmm. and that's what stuck with you forever. And then you finally see the original. It's kind of like, oh. Okay, cool. So it's not special. That's what I'm trying to say.
Right.
So that can be one of the bad things about, like, let's say, being young and then watching like a mini series or a show like that, because mm-hmm. that would be your interpretation of what it really was, and it was nowhere near that.
Shout out to those that the younger generation watching like the Tupac biopic.
Oh my god,
motherfucking Straight Outta Compton, like.
That ain't this. This ain't that.
Bitch, I'm strapped.
Hey. So, yeah. So it made me think about that. It's like, damn, this kind of fucked up. Like that, 5 Heartbeats, and Temptations, like the 3 movies that I have like
reference points.
Yeah, it is like half the shit ain't even true.
Niggas won't lie.
Hell yeah. Niggas be lying and women be shopping.
So he nailed it. The performance. Even watching the performance, I feel like, okay, like shit, this changed history. Like when people saw that night on TV, like especially back in like 80, what was that, 84?
Yeah.
Like I can only imagine what they felt like seeing that on TV. Mm. And then the moonwalk. You know, the song was already like dope as fuck, classic, timeless. Then for him to hit the moonwalk like that and his choreography, I can only imagine how people that was actually there and then people watching it on TV.
Now, let me ask you this. Do you remember a moment like that you actually witnessed? Like
on TV?
Yeah. Like when you saw, you're like, oh shit, it was some game changing shit. I have one, but it's depressing.
I declare war. Nas and Jay-Z on stage.
That's good. That's good too. Yeah, that's good too.
That's one.
But what I hate about that, like when we saw the video clip when it came out, like the next day,
saw the video clip. I saw the picture.
Yeah, the picture first, and the video. No, somebody taped it from the crowd. I remember seeing the video of it.
No, I saw the picture. Then I saw the clip from somebody's phone.
Yeah, so I think that probably be that's a good one. I was gonna say like September 11th or some shit like that.
Oh, okay. I was just thinking I was thinking entertainment to watch.
Oh yeah, well that's the only thing. That was like the first reference point. I was like, that's the only thing I remember seeing live. Like when this shit happened, like what the fuck, and then like everything changed after that shit, and you kind of knew the shit. Like the black or white video, seeing that premiere is not the same, but thinking back to it's kind of interesting. Like nigga, we saw the black or white premiere right before the Simpsons, or right after the Simpsons and shit.
Yeah, those were epic. Like the special. Like the special stuff, like after the Simpsons, like the world premiere of such and such after the Simpsons or after whatever the show is, and it was like, oh shit, we about to get a world premiere. Like that was like epic.
Yes, that would be close, but still, that's a moment right there.
That's minor, yeah, it's minute compared to. Well, It was just a video. Remember, Will Smith had Boom Shake Shake the room after one of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air episodes. It was like, oh, world premiere.
Boom, shake the room. Look at that.
That was the weakest shit ever.
And coming off a Whole Base, which was a fire ass album.
We had it.
That was the Red Alert album or Cold Alert or where the fuck the shit go.
Cold. I know, but I can't think of it off top.
You guys remember that Whole Base? Matter of fact, I'm gonna listen to the Whole Base album. shout out to Willie Smith.
The Tupac, his death. That was a moment in time.
That's a good one. Cause I can tell you exactly what the fuck I was doing. We were outside playing basketball. I came in the house, I sat on the couch, turned on CNN, said Tupac 1971 to 1996. Like, what the fuck? Yes, I remember that vividly. So that's a good one.
Yeah, that changed. That shifted. The energy shifted after that.
So yeah, that's a good example.
So yeah, that there's really no monumental I can't think of off the top in regards to like entertainment. Like I said, 9/11, of course, that just shifted.
When he dropped Ether, when Nas dropped Ether.
Well, we talking about like world changing shit.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's not world changing. That was the world changing.
Oh, Mike Jiggy dying.
Oh yeah, I was in my old room, laying on the recliner. Took a nap, woke up, took my phone. Like, what the fuck? Same thing.
Right.
That's a good one. All right, but yes, it's a random question I just thought of.
Got you. So he killed the performance. So they go backstage, hugging up like, "Hey boy, you did that. Boy, I wish I had your shoes and your moves, boy."
Your shoes and your moves.
So so then here come a distraught or a Meet Joe Black come back into play. Goddamn.
Hey guys, hey, me, Daddy.
It was good seeing y'all together, boy. You know, this come from my vision. You know, I'm the one that put this together.
I booked. Had y'all niggas.
Yeah, so
Just me.
We can start doing commercials. You know, I got vision. Like I got even more vision. Y'all ain't doing shit. Michael doing shit, but y'all ain't doing shit. No, respectfully, Michael. I heard beat it. I heard it when I was upstairs at Motown. I heard it. He was blasting it through the speakers and shit. I heard it.
Clean the floors. It was amazing. Amazing.
Yeah, Barry got me in. Working night shift. No more steel mill.
Night shift.
No more steel mill. I was like, damn, boy, I'm gonna have to go back to steel mill, boy.
Gonna be some sweet sounds.
So, and I'm helping out with Jermaine's album. So, EQing it.
I got serious. You should too.
So he's like, hey, I got vision. I can see y'all doing commercials. $1 million. I ain't talking about no goddamn $20,000, $50,000, millions.
You should have called Coca-Cola.
Bobos. You should have called Bobos Cola.
And revive them niggas.
Yeah, y'all could have bought them out. Michael could have bought them out. You could have did nothing.
You could have bought them out, resurrected them, and it came back out strong. Jackson's Cola, nigga. What you doing?
Yeah, come on now. Yeah, your vision ain't that.
Your vision not wide.
I see what you're doing.
It's not panoramic. It's very short.
But I see what you're doing. You above these niggas. But there's levels.
You were trying to be like the Bilderbergs, nigga. What you doing? Like the Rockefellers. You were trying to be like Osmonds.
Following them niggas.
There's levels.
So he talking millions. He's still trying to be down. Which brings in the Pepsi incident.
Brandy with the branding.
So he's a Pepsi incident. So
shout out to the music in the background of that shit.
Who was that? Jermaine from Jermaine album?
Jermaine remixed it for him.
So yeah, I was trash as fuck. But it's $1 million. So as you stated, it was inaccuracies in regards to how it was portrayed in the Jackson's American Nightmare.
Michael did not roll down 27 flights of stairs with his hair on fire.
Smoking. It was smoking in the
steaming. It was steaming.
Permanent press. The permanent press in his wig.
You threw iron that nigga head. Threw iron at me.
So, as it was depicted in the series, he's doing the WAP on the steps. Not the WAP, but the WAP. WOA. WOP. Okay, they can't. Whoa. So yeah, so he whopping on stage and shit, and spark hit his head, sizzling, and then
he borrowed some of Jermaine's grease accidentally.
They sprayed him down.
They set his soul on fire,
and he should have cracked the ribs, legs should have been broke. The way he rolled down them stairs, boy.
Spine disconjointed. At least a finger broken or some shit.
Yeah, boy, that boy rolled down them stairs, boy.
Could have had like a knee contusion, maybe.
A knee contusion.
That would help.
So yeah, so they put jackets over his head, and that was that.
Flammable jackets on his head.
He said what?
He put flammable jackets on his head. He tried to kill that.
Yeah,
nigga.
All that shit they had on.
He tried to suffocate
them
that.
goofy ass clown outfits they had on.
Jermaine was trying to kill that nigga.
Suffocate him.
Oh, put his hands.
Not over his face.
Oh shit! Oh, I thought he was on fire too. Nigga put his up in the fire.
That's what whole ass niggas do. So
no, a whole ass brother will show you who get rolled down some goddamn stairs, and that you didn't even have it like that. That's so fucked up. That nigga found out absolutely there was like no stairs involved with his shit. He had the nigga roll down all the goddamn stairs for no reason. Goddamn.
So the actual footage was released, as you said, after Mike Jiggy passed, which they were trying to run with the narrative that he was after that incident. That's when he got hooked on drugs or prescription drugs due to the fire and the pain. So bullshit. But they released that footage of what actually happened with the Pepsi commercial. So after, is that 25 years?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, after 25 years, they released the footage. And then you see like he's stepping down the stairs, and then his hair gets inflamed. Hair catches on fire, and he doesn't even notice it till he get down to the bottom. So he's still walking, and it's just like, and then they pretty much push him to the ground and put whatever over his head to get the flames out.
Hey, respect the spin.
Oh yeah, he did one spin.
Thank you. Michael Jackson.
Oh yeah, he tried to spin to get the air to, but that didn't help.
Yeah, he should did like a couple more. He did like 3 or 4 of them.
No, it wouldn't work. So did it burn his face?
I think said it did burn his face.
Mm. So he lost all his hair, or just like majority of his hair?
It said the back of his head on the thing I read. Yeah, like 2nd or 3rd degree burns on the back of his head, and then he said his face too.
Mm.
So that's what makes me think like, okay, so was that a part of the changing of the color and all that stuff was trying to
lighten his skin, to match his
burns and shit.
Right.
So that would actually change the narrative of, oh, Michael want to be white.
Nah, he's just trying to blend his skin color, this discoloration.
Yeah, vitiligo and the burns. So.
So yeah, so yeah, Pepsi inaccurate as fuck. Or the whole thing on the movie, and that's why we don't fuck with Pepsi, because they, like I said, they still owe the homie
Dr. Thunder over here, buddy.
Yeah, or what's that? What's the other one?
The Dr. Thunder
checks. The check.
Oh, Dr. Check. Not Dr. Yeah, check just the drink with check. Yeah, the Walmart, the Win Dixie brand.
Win Dixie. Right.
Win Dixie.
Low prices every day. But it was.
That's my problem. America's supermarket. Win Dixie every day.
That's when you felt like you had to go to the goddamn. Like, I need to go there because I feel that shit.
A Food Lion.
Boy, Food Lion was so soulful.
Food Lion, yo, it's deadly time.
The Food Lion.
You get yourself a treat. I'm like, what the fuck?
And that didn't relate.
It was right down the street though, so we went there.
No, the other one. Food Lion, we love food. So they had like real catchy shit to actually like, damn, we need to go there, bud.
The fact that I still remember Food Line just off that song.
Yeah.
Win Dixie.
I don't know what they're doing today.
When they got
Nigga, you ain't out there. You ain't even got to advertise Walmart. Like it's just in the middle of your, it's in the middle of your city and shit.
Like, to go to play where all the cars at it now. Shit, fuck it.
Yeah, so they don't need no advertisement. Just like somebody said, like the Chinese restaurants, like you ain't never in your whole life you ain't never seen a Chinese restaurant ad.
On TV though.
No, not on TV. You might see they might put the menu on your door and shit. That's it.
Guerrilla marketing. So really putting it work.
So yeah, so you asked the question, what if Mike turned down? Said, man, fuck this shit. I don't want to rock with y'all. Nigga, I don't fuck with y'all. And pretty much stood his ground and was like, I'm about to go just work on the next album. I ain't got time to do commercials. He would have survived.
Could you imagine a dark-skinned Michael doing bad?
Probably wouldn't even been called bad.
Oh, fuck with me.
Triller too.
Still Triller. Still Triller on those.
So would it probably would his trajectory had went to the downward spiral if he wouldn't have got that situation with the burning, and then after that he's light skinned, and then now it's like he had the nose surgery. So I think, as we talked before, like all these things since day one, he's used to amplify himself, to push out there to do a off the wall or a thriller or a bad or a dangerous, like all these different things he used as fuel to catapult him to the next level.
So would so you're saying bad was basically catapulted off of that, and then catapulted off of that, the We Are the World, Heal the World shit. What else is going on around that time?
We talking about like 84?
Yeah. No, wait. Bad came out in 86, right?
87.
So he must start working around 85. What about the Beatles catalog? Yeah, he was on one.
So he got hate from the Beatles. Now he in a whole different league in regards to getting bread. He light skinned now. So of course people are talking about that. He got the nose job. So you have all that pressure. Then you got to follow up Thriller. Like that's the ultimate pressure.
I think if he didn't go on tour, well, I'm trying to remember. If I'm not mistaken, I think Bad would have came out earlier if that didn't happen. He would have actually went on tour for Thriller, which could have made some difference somehow. And then Quincy, if I'm not mistaken, Quincy wasn't supposed to be on Bad. I think they had to convince Quincy to do Bad because he was like kind of like, yeah, I've done 2 albums, I'm trying to do some other shit.
Okay.
So I think as long as Quincy was there, it would kind of have been the same. But you know how I feel about the Bad album. Not saying it's bad, just not as great. So I think whatever happened, it would have been the same impact. I think he was going to go down regardless because Thriller was way too high of a mark. Mm-hmm. The best way I can say, in a 3-album trajectory, kind of like when 50 Cent dropped Get Rich or Die Trying. Mm-hmm. So you're up there, and then you drop The Massacre. So it stays up there, but the quality is not the same. And then when the 3rd album comes, it drops. Mm-hmm. So Thriller was the bad, and then Dangerous.
Got it. So then they show Michael recovering from the burns, and he's thinking about 2300 Jackson Street. All the whoopings always on my way back home. They won't. Then nobody
won't be there.
So then they do the I think Katie come back through. Now she's the handler. She's pretty much doing persuasion. She's persuading, and now she didn't jump into her Walter White bag. She didn't surface. Now she like, yeah, Michael, we brothers got this tour,
Brothers gonna work it out. Brothers gonna work it out.
So yeah, here she go again, trying to get him to do the tour again. Like, I'll be with your brothers. Like, man, I'm tired of y'all niggas.
My nigga, I'm trying to heal. He said, "Big ass bandage. It's not a do rag, mom." I was hurt. Seriously.
Hey, here she come with the jokey jokes again. Like, oh, you got that bandage on your head. If people see you, they're gonna start wearing it across America.
Like, Mom, just get out. Get out of here. Like, this didn't work last time. You're not very comforting.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, when you're in business mode, it's not.
Yeah, quit with the goofy ass jokes.
Be a mother.
Yeah.
Be Katie.
Consoling.
Matter of fact, I'm start calling you Katie. So you're not talking to me like a mom. You're talking to me like a business person. All right, Katie, what do you want?
What you want?
Don't call me Katie. You actually like to
Don't disrespect me.
Respectful.
What? Huh? Nigga put the Grammys out. Huh? What'd you say?
What's that, Katie? Let
me turn beat it up. That's his go-to.
On the guitar riff part. And he put that bitch on a loop.
That's how he be arguing with niggas. He just pull his Grammys out. Huh? Turn on, beat it, pull his Grammys out. I can't hear you. What'd you say? Who you talking to?
No one to be defeated. Shit.
You know who you talking to? Shit. Fuck out of my face.
God damn.
So Katie persuades him to do the was that the Victory Tour?
Yeah.
With his brothers again. Feed the family.
The Victory Tour, nigga, ain't one shit.
Victory for what?
I won.
I'm dragging y'all across the finish line.
He thinking drug his back was hurt for carrying them niggas all his life. Posture all fucked up.
Damn. So yeah, so they do what was that? What's the song? I can't say don't stop till you get
stop before you stop the love you say maybe you're yeah, the love you say maybe the love you save.
Okay, I was about to say goddamn man, are you okay? What is this?
Are you okay?
I was about to say stop dogging me. I was like, no, it's stop something. What is it? But yeah, so they did that song, and then they Michael jumped into pro black mode.
Pro black mode, breathing like Jermaine and shit. But with reason, he actually performed. So he can breathe hard a little bit.
So he proceeds to talk about the ancestors. The ancestors.
Back with me and the Black Panther. We're on the ancestral plane. I'm talking to Killmonger. Like, what the fuck?
Who? Nigga, who?
And it was in the future.
We did say the niggas was watching Matrix shit. Nigga had access to futuristic shit. So this nigga watched a couple of Dr. Phil Valentine videos and dealing with Dr. Sabi and shit, and got Dr. Delbert Blair and Bobby Hemmett. He was watching them videos, but he started talking about the ancestors and the slavery and yeah, we need to own our. They start talking like Jay-Z and shit.
Space Jews.
Nigga, I need to write slave across my face.
He's like, oh really? I'll take that one. The prison audience look like a flash. Like, yeah, okay.
Say it, bro. So
I'll take that.
So yeah, so he was talking about how they needed to own their own labels and masters and goddamn Black Wall Street, Black Panther.
The store we got mentioned.
Nigga Lovecraft Country and shit. Nigga, when you start fucking with the occult.
It's about Cthulhu or some shit.
Niggas start talking about, yeah, we need to get back to the occult and start doing rituals and shit.
Hoodoo. That's all us.
The Black man is God. He started talking about the Black man is God. 5% wise. 85 to 85 is a deaf, dumb, and blind.
Arm, leg, arm, head. All that shit. And he dropped the Nas out.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Oh man.
He signed Raquel the next day.
Oh man. So yeah. He started talking about all that. He started talking about Yakub. Dr. Malachi York.
Oh,
Nibiru.
oh shit.
Serious B. The doggone tribe. He started talking about the doggone tribe. The Yoruba. The Orisha.
You know Ogun? Ogun was told me. Like, what the fuck?
Find your way back. Don't jealous me. Don't jealous me. They'll never take my power. My power.
That nigga made Lion Creek 3.
Flex on niggas.
Before the first one came out.
Oh man. So within all that powerful inspirational speech.
That was downloaded into the subconscious.
Because that's what I took away from it. I don't know about, y'all may not have heard that, but I took away all that from that speech he did at the end.
And Mike, we thank you.
He said, we came a long way from 2300. 23. So, yeah, he said, we didn't escape savagery, the murders.
The beatings.
Oh, man.
Town Philly, the beat them.
Where they at, though?
Nigga signed 6 years later.
Oh man. So yeah, so he gave his soliloquy with the ancestors. And they ended it with we thank you.
We thank you
for the joy. For the joy.
And then the coolest ending of a movie ever.
Nigga threw that Masonic song. Nigga threw up did a couple of Masonic songs. If I sacrifice myself.
Yes.
Oh man. He over here channeling the Young Dolph energy. Illuminati.
Yeah, shit.
So yeah. So yeah, they ended it on a great note. Get back your power. That's what it was. That's what it was all about.
You know, I'm thinking the ancestors and shit. Solidifying them niggas. And after that, those niggas went broke. True story. We'll get to that in part 3.
Oh, that's a good segue to part 3. So, word to the bad, the greasy conspiracy. Now we talked about it last week as to why Feezus is not here. All hail Jermaine Jackson. I put on here just on the strength of how he's moved over the millennia, because this is old energy we talking about.
Several decades.
It's old energy. Should he be a Marvel villain?
Dude, okay. Boy, that shit.
He got the ethers in his hair.
He will be on the Thor's Dark World and shit. He got a reality stone in his hair. Shit.
Got the 7th. He got the 7th stone. He got a 7th mysterious 7th stone.
His hair like he's changing his shit. His ships.
He got the shaped lineup, nigga.
Pure energy.
Generating the power through his forehead.
So the grease has some kind of special electrons to connect to the subconscious and shit. Just the unconscious. What do you call it? Goddamn.
What?
The unconscious collective or whatever you call it. Shit.
Oh yeah.
Shit.
He taps into that.
You shake his head and shit.
And as we didn't get a chance to speak on the last show, we came to a great theory: the J God,
The J God.
Jermaine, the J God. So we see it everywhere in hip hop. Got J Prince, got Jay Z, got J Cole.
Hey. Shut up. The T.
J Electronica.
Oh, he's pretty good.
You got any more J's?
No. I get to give it.
So we see the J's running rampant in hip hop. Is that a salute to the real J God, Jermaine?
I just thought of a very interesting theory here.
Mm-hmm.
These J gods are
Jaquan.
false. These J gods are false gods, buddy. I can prove it really easy.
Go ahead.
The letter J wasn't in the Hebrew language.
Ooh.
Kind of.
Yahshua. Yeshua.
Yay-Z.
Oh, yay.
The true.
Not the J, but the yay.
You just cracked the code or something else. I'm just holding this shit out. So, yes.
I am a god. Hurry up my damn croissants.
He knew. See, what J they're faking. Yeah, you the truth.
Trying to follow the grease god. You don't get poor. Now, as you stumble across an interesting article.
Let me pull this up. I'm gonna give proper credits throughout this shit. I'm not gonna give the whole. I can't wait to read this whole fucking article and shit. It's definitely worth the read. But found this article on the New York Post that was written. Shout out to Mickey Wells, our father.
Mickey Wells.
This article dropped on October 14th, 2013. And the article from New York Post is called The Jackson Family's Sick Rivalries and Stolen Love. And he says, after a chance meeting as a young fan, Stacey Brown became friends with the bizarre family of Michael Jackson. For 25 years, he hung out at their Havenhurst estate in Encino, California, and even ghost wrote their memoirs. He previously wrote about Katherine Jackson's letter to her son. Well, I'm not going to get into that. Well, no, in which she called Michael a homophobic slur.
She dropped the F-bomb.
Yes, she dropped the F-bomb on her own son. So, on this article here, it talked about how our beloved Grease God greased himself in for a slide-in on his younger brother's Randy's baby's mother. Mm-hmm. So, he has a history of doing very slimy stuff, and we make a lot of jokes about it. But we found these articles, and there's a lot of information in these articles that show us the true nature of what was going on during the 90s and the 2000s with the Jackson's family. So the one thing we'll start off with, Michael fell out with the family around 2000. So, of course, he was funding the family, keeping everything going. So around 2002, 2003, the family was so broke that they didn't have any food. And the one gift that they got from their gracious, wonderful youngest sibling, Janet, was free cards to Baja Fresh, unlimited meals. And in this article, the gentleman stated that they had those meals for 3 weeks straight. No bullshit. So he, at the kindness of his heart, really, he got tired of eating Baja Fresh. He takes Catherine to Trader Joe's to get some groceries. And then they proceed to get $700 worth of groceries, in which he paid for, and no one said thank you. Now, throughout the whole article, the one thing that I basically saw was, them niggas was really fucking broke. I've been fucked up before. And I've probably been happy to get that Baja Fresh card.
Boy.
If I came through the clutch.
Shit.
But to think of the Jackson family, that we just did a 3-part podcast on this family, watching this movie, which was our, as I said earlier, this was our
introduction.
This is our frame of reference for who the Jacksons were. This came out, 29 years ago, almost 30 years ago in November. It took 29 years. I held this mindset that, Mike might have took care of the family, but everybody should have been straight.
Right.
Nah. It gets worse in these articles. I'm gonna tell you 2 more stories out of the article, and I'm gonna tell y'all go find these articles on the internet. NY Post. The article was written by Stacy Brown. So, second story. Jermaine, snake ass nigga. Of course, we said he banged his brother's baby mom and then turned around and secretly married her. Now, when in this article they break down a couple of things about how they felt about that and the therapy sessions that they had. So Jermaine, our Greece god, says that our good friend Randy, which is why I'm Randy for the show today, he needs to get over it. But what other word did he use?
This is a petty.
Oh, he said he was being petty. And yeah, he was being petty. Be a man and get over it. That's what he said. So, people out there, I want you to imagine, I don't know if you have any brothers or sisters, but imagine if you don't have one. Imagine having a sibling of the same gender. You have a man or a woman that you're in love with, you have children with them. Then your brother comes in and secretly marries them and then tells you,
grow up, get over it, be a man.
Word. Now, that's cool.
Bros over hoes.
Well, Jermaine doesn't live by that. His hoes fuck these bros. They shit. The third and last one is a small one, but I just found it hilarious. So he also tells the story how they went to defend Michael on whatever he was doing once again. And they went to a local Burger King. And Jermaine says, hey, I got it. So he orders a Whopper meal. And then Jermaine proceeds to order an apple pie. American-like apple pie. I see you, Jermaine. So in which the author of the article says, hey, you know what? You felt bad. You know what? Get whatever you want. I got it. So he proceeds to get a large fry and a drink and had the guy pay for it. And then he proceeds to talk about how he wanted to bang Whitney Houston again. And that he needs to leave that nigga Bobby Brown. So I want you to imagine a former child star who's been all over the world, traveled and fucked all the hoes, was married to Barry Gordy's daughter, doing all this great stuff. Is now sitting in the middle of Burger King, eating an apple pie, and talking about he want to fuck Whitney Houston again. Do you know how depressing that is? Really? You have eaten the finest of room service.
We seen it.
We seen it. You have fucked some of the finest chicks around the world. But now you're sitting here pining over a, respectfully, drugged out Whitney Houston. Somebody you're gonna bang her back and get her back right. That's a depressing ass fucking life. And Baja Fresh. Never forget Baja Fresh. So those 2 articles that I read really tore down the 29 years of this wonderful miniseries in literally 20 minutes. Go read the articles. It is the most ridiculous, saddest,
eye-opening,
and crumbling of a
dynasty
that I thought was like solid, could not be destroyed. Yeah, those
you can't touch that name.
Yeah,
it's royalty.
Nah, it was
Mike Jiggy.
It was fondled. It was fondled carelessly. And yeah, it will give you a whole new perspective. Once again, New York Post article came out October 14, 2013. The author was Stacy Brown.
Right.
Go check that out. So Baja Fresh needs to be a sponsor for the show.
Forever.
I
could have sworn I've eaten there before. They got that out here?
I didn't think about the Baja drinks at Taco Bell shit.
Nah, not them guys. I could have sworn I ate it. It's like a an alternative Taco Cabana type.
And that would suck. Eat Taco Cabana 3 times a day for 2 weeks.
I mean, shit. Like I said, I had been there too. I'd have been hungry as fuck. No food, no bread, drinking out of the tap water, drinking from the tap.
Nigga, that shit down.
No, in New York.
Oh. You okay, bud? You right?
Let me look that shit up. I could have sworn I ate there before and never ate there again.
So you're not good enough for the Jacksons? No such thing.
Permanently closed.
So
Mexican grill.
So we have the theory also that Janet Jackson put Baja Fresh out of business by giving out those cards to the family.
Unlimited
meals.
So yeah, if I'm eating there morning, noon, and night, but ain't no and you said you ate there morning, noon, and night for 3 weeks straight, and you gave it to who'd you give it to? Like,
I know she gave it to somebody in the family. Was it one card? Was it multiple cards? And I'm pretty sure they'd have delivery service. And they had to drive to Baja Fresh every day, 3 times a day. So you saw them niggas. Oh, that's embarrassing.
well, life has a way of humbling you when you need to be humbled.
Well,
set your ass down.
According to this article, they didn't get it. They did not get it at all.
Well, shit, the life will continue to drive you deeper into that shit.
So, you not being a greasy nigga, let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
If you had the money of Michael Jackson,
and
Jonet, even if you didn't fuck with your family, would you at least make sure they're fed?
It depends.
Goddamn.
Nah, fuck that shit.
Let me show you a difference.
Well, let me just throw something out there.
What?
You know our family.
Mm-hmm. I heard of him.
I ain't even gonna do that.
No, let's take that example. So we can't use that as an example because he didn't take care of everybody in the family. Like the intermediate part.
No, I was talking about the Gillers.
I know.
Oh, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, I was to make sure we're on the same page.
Yeah, no, so that'd be like, so you say like if that generation was what we're talking about and one of them made it.
No, I was saying I was saying like if they were acting like that, no.
So the reason why we're like, yeah, I get that part because like they're not your immediate family.
No, I'm saying if that was my immediate family.
Oh, if they were okay. So
yeah, if they were acting that way, I would not waste time. Like y'all out here wilding. And if I gave y'all some money, it'll be a wilding out on a grander scale.
That's what I'm about to say. You can make sure that the family is housed, of course, they did that part. And you make sure they're fed by not giving them Baja Fresh cards, but Sam's cards.
No. Y'all not gonna be showing out at Sam's.
But you
10 carts.
But you can show out at Baja Fresh. No, you put a limit on the shit. The nigga said like $700 at Trader Joe's. Nigga,
how much you gonna spend? How many baskets you gonna have at Sam's?
For $700? All of them.
And it's bulk. It ain't no get a 1 carton of milk. Then you gonna have like 10 cartons of milk.
It's like 8 niggas
in a box.
It's 8 niggas and their kids in that bitch.
Like I said, it depends.
Wait, were the kids there?
I don't know.
Were the kids eating?
I don't know.
The kids eating Baja Fresh every day? That's fucked up, Mike.
Hey man, y'all need to get up. Shit, y'all still walking around and shit. It's 7:30 in the morning. Yeah. I mean, if you can make it to these TV shows, you can make it to a job.
I don't think Randy was working.
I mean, like I said, you able, so you should be able to generate some income.
You should be able to drop a decent album.
You're not strung out. You could be, but you're not strung out to the where it's like you just out in the streets and you lost it. Like you still out here on TV. You still out here moving around.
Yeah, that's another thing I just thought about that bothers me. First off, it's amazing how they make it seem like Michael was the only one with a drug problem in the whole Jacksons. It wasn't like Mike was on like coke or some shit, like this bullshit out of
partying hard.
He was on prescription drugs due to back problems, and then he was on the for the sleep. Mm-hmm. Those are major situations. It's not like he was out here just fucking off and shit. And plus, he was getting carried the whole goddamn family. holding billions of dollars, juggling all that. That's a lot of pressure.
Billion, like almost trillions with that catalog.
Yeah, but when you talk about, okay, Michael bought the catalog for $45 million. Of course, with inflation, it's worth now like $500-600 million. You also have to think a bit about beyond that, because there's another level of business that you control with that too. So that's why you say, yeah, you're talking about billions upon billions of dollars, because a lot of deals can be made off of that catalog, off those catalogs.
Right.
Just like when Mike died, all of a sudden you got goddamn Guitar Heroes and
with the Beatles song,
with the Beatles songs, and all that shit that ties in.
So they're not eating.
Yeah. So yeah, goddamn. I would say you at least got him a Sam's card or a Costco card or some shit. Put like $1,000 on it every month. Ain't hurt nothing.
I mean, there's levels. There's levels. Like we sit here with this frame of mind and be like, I wouldn't do that to mama, papa. I make sure they eat. But with the levels of fuckery I just heard from that article, mama didn't call me the F-bomb. we cutting ties. Oh, really? Okay, let's see if you eat next week.
But that article did also have me raise questions about that whole situation that's going on as far as his case, his cases and everything. Because they made it like it was apparent that was going on and nobody said shit.
Well, you never know unless you're there.
That's what we say. You don't want to believe that shit. Yeah, you just don't know.
So yeah, man, it's like I said, until you in that position, like everybody like, oh, why are you taking these prescriptions? That's wrong. And like, okay, let's see if your back hurt. Let's see how long you last with a fucked up back.
Let's see you can finish out the show after the Raptors all kill your ass.
Yeah, fuck out of here. Yeah, get out of here. Everybody talk, but can't even handle their boss not speaking to them in the morning time. Oh, he must be mad at me. I must be about to get fired. They break down off that shit. Get your goofy ass out of my face.
He got a blowtorch to the head. You burned the head, half your head off, but you would have made it.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
But you still would have made bad. And about the music catalog.
You would have died that night with your weak ass. That's why your weak ass is in the position that you in. You not built for that. So quit talking about what's some nigga that's far out of reach. What you would have did if you was in that position, because that's why you in the position you in now. You ain't shit.
Ain't never gonna be shit.
Tell your mama you ain't shit. So
all you do is eat, sleep, and shit.
Sorry, with your sorry. So shut the fuck up. What you would have did? I don't want to hear it. Unless you didn't go through it, or at least attempting to break through barriers or break through your own obstacles. I don't want to hear about what the fuck you gonna do.
So I have I don't know if you have any more on the docket. I have a parting question then.
Go ahead, sir.
So we've seen the whole thing now. Was Joseph wrong, and was it worth it?
Well, I still say what I said in the first one, like, the pushing to get to the level of greatness, to execute and to make your dream manifest. Those are the things that you have to do. Because if you say he's wrong, then you have to say that Floyd Mayweather is wrong. Because that's what he preaches: hard work, dedication, pushing yourself past the limitations. And just because you're in pain, or you got to push through the pain. That's just understood by those who have excelled. So no, he's not wrong in that sense. The only thing where I say that there's some like flaws is, you have to allow other people to grow and, spread their wings and grow. Now I get it. You have your children and you want to, protect them and make sure they don't fall victim to the evils. So you got to do what you got to do to protect them. But as they get older, you got to step away and allow them to do and make their own decisions. So in that sense, there were flaws, like, you over here getting mad because they trying to get married, they trying to have a life, they getting older, and then, you have a problem with that. Like, yeah, that's where you have to balance that out. You can't just be controlling all the time.
The way they made it seem, well, yeah, if Remy ain't part of the dream, let her get married, get the fuck out of here. Jermaine, I understood because it was more of a you trying to get away from me, trying to be on the Barry and shit. And then with Tito, it was like, who is this bitch? Literally smack. So
I mean, like that could interfere with the business dealings.
yeah. And then also with the business that they're in, like they're younger, you don't want to like if girls see, oh, he's married, I don't like him no more. It takes
I don't
away.
want to buy the albums no more.
That's a part of it. So I got it. And even Michael said, like, how can you do that to our friends? On a business level, yeah, that's why he tell like, hey, women, when you pop in on something, don't get pregnant because it takes away from the illusion, or at least not when you're young. It takes away from the illusion, like the guy's like, oh yeah, she's fine, blah, blah, blah. Then she gets pregnant. Then she's like, oh, she's a mom now. So it's kind of like it puts her in a different category, but they want them in the younger category because you can keep, there's always people getting older that they can target.
But there's a flaw in that system as well. So it's like, as Floyd Mayweather does very well, as he got older and he didn't have the power and things like that, he learned how to adapt. So a lot of people don't like to adapt and adjust. They don't like change. So it's like you have to allow these people to get pregnant or to go out and get married and figure out how to fine tune or reinvent and cater to a different demographic. So it's like we try to limit and put a cage around these celebrities to keep them pure, quote unquote, and to keep them from doing certain things and keep giving them a certain image to appeal to a certain demographic. But it's like, hey, they getting older. Fuck that. Let's tap into a new market. Let's see what can we do. How can we be creative and reinvent them and put them in a new market? The only time they reinvent a motherfucker is when they get so far out, or they do some fuck shit and they say some shit they wasn't supposed to say. So they publicists will get in the mix and they'll like try to clean up the image and then try to rebrand and do some shit because they didn't got hit with a scandal or something like that. That's the only time that I see a reinvention. It's like never like, hey, I'm getting older. Let's grow with the fans instead of just keeping you in the let's keep promoting to the teeny boppers. It's like, nigga, you 40.
This is where it gets kind of interesting. No, I can't say that about Jay. I would say Jay was about to be that way. He had to go into Nas lane and shit because he got old.
I'm talking about he had to start getting conscious.
Yeah. Fit video talking about big pimping and shit. And you married,
yeah.
That shit don't make no sense.
Yeah, you got to change. You married now, so you can't talk certain things. Now you far from the street, you can't keep talking the street shit. Because you in the business, like you out here shaking hands with Warren Buffett and Bill Gates and all them. You in a whole different category, so you gotta rebrand yourself. Like he did rebrand himself with the suits. He tried to throw that in the music, like I'll be on my suit and tie shit. So it's like that's a part of the rebranding. He's now a president of Def Jam, and now he's a philanthropist. Now he's shaking hands. Now he's with Obama. So you got to talk a different talk. Can't talk the same shit. So you got to grow with the image. So that's a part of rebranding. So it is what it is.
All right.
So anything else you want to add, sir?
Doesn't take away from the legacy. Doesn't take away from the great music that was brought. We do a lot of jokes. We make fun of the Jacksons miniseries, but this was a pivotal miniseries in my childhood. It's just funny now that 20 minutes into the reading those articles, it all got shattered. But going back and rewatching it, it was very interesting to see how much influence that movie had on me as a kid. I think I did want to be Jason Weaver when I was a kid. I thought it would be a young Simba and shit. Didn't work out too well. But overall, like Mike's, I didn't appreciate the Jackson 5 shit until Mike died. Cause shout to your boy. It's a new year, so I can bring him up now. Shout to Fonte. No, Fonte did a podcast. Fonte was doing a podcast back in the day when Mike died, and he had like a special Michael Jackson podcast, and he was playing like random Michael Jackson songs on there that I never heard before. So that's how I found out about that oh, Give It Up. Give It Up by the Jackson 5. That's What You Get for Being Polite. What's else on? They're Not Looking Through the Window.
What album is Let Me Show You Let me show you the way to go. Follow me, my friend.
But that's one. I think on the Jacksons album I was looking at.
Hmm.
So it wasn't a song off that album. But he played like 4 or 5 songs that I didn't hear from the Jackson 5, which made me go back and listen to the Jackson 5 music and Michael's old solo album before Off the Wall.
Mm-hmm.
So it gave me appreciation for that. Sad that I was late to the party on that, but it's still good to catch it and be able to listen to the music and find like random great Jackson 5 songs that nobody talks about.
Mm-hmm.
But shout out to you for the Push Initiative. And this podcast does a great job as that. So this 3-part series I think was excellent as far as that, to bring that, showcase how great the miniseries was. All the artists, all the actors that were in there that are now fucking huge,
mm-hmm.
but they started basically on this.
Right.
So excellent job, sir.
Thank you. Well, that's our initiative.
Oh, sorry. You came up with it. I'll give you your props. I'll give you your goddamn flowers.
Thank you, sir.
My shit, nigga. I came with push. What's that for? I don't know. I'll call you. Ask you. I'll have to go call you last night and ask you about this shit.
Yeah, preserve, unify, shift, and honor our culture first and push it forward.
Word up. And now, next season, we'll do Marvel movies.
Talk about these white folks.
Water.
Talk about Yakub.
Yakub.
So, well, thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
Thank you.
So this is season 8, where we show you why we're great. Meme number 92, part TRES. TRES.
3S.
Entitled The Jacksons, An American Nightmare. Hashtag, fuck around me, Joe Black. Hashtag, we need more control.
Say it, bro.
Hashtag, Baja Fresh forever. Hashtag.
Wait, what? Janet Jackson, the same person who made Control, Rhythm Nation, and Velvet Rope, gave her family free Baja Fresh. And them niggas ate that shit morning, noon, and night for 3 weeks.
Gotta do what you gotta.
Audience, just meditate on that.
Let that seep into your subconscious.
Meditate on that for a second. Go ahead.
Hashtag, there's little Michael Jackson. Yuck. Hashtag, hotboxing with Jermaine. Hashtag, Mr. Jermaine, fuck your brother's bitch, Jackson. And that concludes the Grease conspiracy. Hashtag, word to the bad. So what we talked about on this discussion, or this episode, we talked about 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, go. Memories like they used to be. Facts and Black stories. Memifying the Jacksons and American Dream. And then we did again, word to the bad, the Grease conspiracy, where we pretty much stuck it to Jermaine, the Grease god. So join us in 2 weeks for Meme 9 Trey.
With a down tray. If I can say that. Trey.
The 9 Trey.
Did the 9, if I can say the 9 nickel.
Lay it down for the 9 dime. Yeah, shout out. That's going to come back around. We don't know what we're going to talk about, but be on the lookout. So where you can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Stitcher, and all podcast platforms. You're only getting seasons 8 and up on those platforms. If you want seasons 1 through 7, pre and post shows, and other exclusive content, go to our Patreon page at www.patreon.com/theMEMEpodcast. Donate, support, and become a meme or a memer. In closing,
everything is everything, and everything is what is. It is what it is till it ain't. Rest in peace, Mac Miller. Yeah, and rest in peace, Sidney Poitier.
Yes. Rest in peace, Betty White. Rest in peace, Max Julian.
That's all I'm trying to remember. Thank you.
Rest in peace, Wiley Draper. And rest in peace to Mike Jiggy.
Oh, I did have a theory. Remind me about the Wiley Draper theory after this.
Gotcha. And I end by saying, life is but a meme. You can either dream, express, or have no chill. But at the end of the day, we can give a fuck how you feel. So this is the Meme Podcast. When it comes to black entertainment, we reign supreme. All facts. We are the supreme meme team. We clout chasing, keeping up, and about waking people up. We honor both. If you have a problem with that, pull up if you want that smoke. And it'll be that way until I say cease.
We out of here. Peace. Look at my mom made up.
Come on, just get it.
You're now listening to Meme. Meme. You're now listening to Meme.